You thought we were done with Sonic Mania?
Psych, bitch, you wrong as hell.
Joke's on you. Joke's on me too. I thought we were done.
Yeah.
Psych, bitch, you wrong as hell.
This expansion called Sonic Mania Plus came out in July, so of course I have to look at it.
Yes.
I like how that that ship that Eggman's in is actually from the bad ending of Sonic CD.
My video exited out.
Oh no! What happened?
I just exited out.
Oh! I thought the app glitched.
Well, now, okay, where are we on the video?
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
Oh, I have to slide with my finger. This is okay. There we go.
Little finger slider.
Right.
I'm using my phone right now for those watching, if anybody's watching. Because my computer charger is gone, unfortunately. Oh well. So I'm probably like 2 or 3 seconds ahead of you guys because I couldn't get it exact.
I'll get you, brother. You said mediocre.
Gabe, I think you're a little behind.
Yeah.
Because you made a comment about something that popped up like 3 seconds before on me.
No, I know, you're bouncing on a rock and gonna boom, another one. See, I don't want that. I was just... Well, no, that's not a quote. What do you call a...
Yeah, that monkey.
That's not... Monkey dude.
If you want to, yeah, you can actually play Angel Island now. But...
In July Island?
Thanks, Carrie. No, you see... why I did that little thing there is because in that spot in the corner in Sonic 3, there's a special stage ring there. But because this is but they didn't do that here, and I felt a little ounce of disappointment there.
Aww.
Also, what kind of bugs me here is that the background doesn't scroll upwards, so you never actually see the sky area.
Yeah.
With the exception of one point, but
There's the sky.
yeah, they had to do like one of those wall background change-a-jigs.
Right.
Oh hey, it's Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. One of them was only in one game. The other one hasn't been seen since Knuckles Chaotix.
Knuckles Chex Mix.
Hi, Knuckles Chaotix sound effect.
Oh, holy shit.
Psych,
oh my god.
It was actually Heavy Magician!
I actually got so fucking baited. Holy shit. Supremely ranked.
Now, a key aspect of Encore mode is that you can actually switch between the character and the partner freely. So, yeah, with the press of the X button, you can just, switch between Sonic and Mighty as you want. Mighty's main ability is that his hard shell protects him from spikes as long as you're in ball form, as well as enemy projectiles. And also he has a stomp, as you saw there.
Like the bounce bracelet, but more of a...
Yeah, it's like the bounce bracelet. You know, that thing that Sonic had exclusively in Sonic Adventure 2. And Green Hill's at sunset now. Look at how pretty it is.
Yo.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, look at the water reflects the sky too. How beautiful.
Yeah,
as it should.
Another another aspect is that in Encore mode, every stage has a different color palette. So you know, it gives it a little bit of freshness. Also, special stage rings are in entirely different locations. That item box unlocked access to another character. Basically, you always have 2 characters out, but you can always swap between the 5 playable characters.
Oh shit.
So yeah, now I'm suddenly Knuckles.
Suddenly Knuckles. Musical.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to give each character an equal amount of time, but I'm especially gonna be focusing on Mighty and Ray because they're the newcomers, as well as Tails because we didn't actually play as him in the previous commentary. He was just kind of a partner to Sonic.
Tails.
Tails.
Yeah, Tails. Oh. Ouch.
Those bushes look like little green crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mr. Krabs.
Wow. Where's me money?
SpongeBob me Bob.
Whenever he wants his rings.
Get back to work, Mr. SquarePants.
It's confirmed. SpongeBob and Sonic are in the same universe.
So yeah, like this spot right here, that was a 1-up in the original game, but it's a special stage ring now. Also, new special stage layouts.
Holy fuck.
These special stages are like, they come up like right off the heels of Special Stage 7 in the previous game, so they're actually pretty hard.
Look at the fucking background.
Well, I mean, this is
Like
Having stuff to come in the background too. I'm really enjoying it.
one little detail I like is that as far as like visual aesthetics go, they actually go in reverse of the special stages from the main game.
Oh.
So like this was the design of Special Stage 7 in the regular game, but in Encore mode it's Special Stage 1.
Wow.
And I want to emphasize that this actually took me several attempts on my first playthrough of this, because this particular special stage is actually pretty difficult.
Yeah.
What about it do you find difficult?
Well, firstly, with all the Encore mode special stages, they put the UFO like much farther away from you than the original one. Also, I swear they nerfed how much the blue spheres do to increase your mock gauge.
Probably.
Does the background disorient you? I feel like it would because of the way it moves around whenever you change direction.
It really doesn't. My eyes are actually barely drawn to it when I'm playing it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're probably too much focused on where you're going.
So yeah, I almost
the first-
always have to hit Mach 3 if I want to get it, and Mach 3 is a bitch to control, so yeah, that's fun.
Super Sonic speed.
Right. Anyway, in addition to all this stuff that the Plus expansion added, the main game just got like a general update, which includes like several improvements. Now, this first one I'm going to talk about was introduced like very shortly after we did the commentary, actually, just like
Skeleton ring.
a separate button for transforming into Supersonic, because that shit got irritating.
Oh yeah. I heard that.
You heard about that. You saw the commentary, Gabe.
No. As in, I heard about the button change.
Oh, yeah. The level design and the bosses are largely unchanged in Encore mode, so, no need to really talk about that too much. But yeah, there were basically a few, but like the newest update that came around the same time as the Plus expansion was firstly, every stage now has a transition, so stages no longer fade to black after you finish them. So it's a lot more like Sonic 3 in that regard. Instead of some of them having transitions, all of them do. And also, and like I want to emphasize, this is the same for both the regular game and Encore mode, but one boss fight, I'm not going to spoil which one it was, but one boss fight got a major overhaul.
Oh. Well, that'll be fun. I like how you just drilled through that entire inside of that hill.
Yeah. Yeah, Knuckles and Mighty, it's the Chaotix duo.
Yeah.
And it's ironically the two members of the Chaotix who weren't in the Chaotix after Knuckles Chaotix.
Chaotix Club.
Because, you know, after that game, it's just SBO, Charmy, and Vector who aren't in this game. They're like the only recurring classic characters other than Amy that aren't in this game. And Amy at least makes a cameo, so...
As a doll.
Yeah. I was trying to wait for Mighty to come back because Knuckles can't reach that, but he never did.
I hear the struggle jumping.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is again.
Whee! Also, I mean, it should be obvious at this point, but we are without a will this week. Specifically because he ended up pulling a Gabe, and by thinking that he could make it, but actually couldn't.
Holy shit.
I like how Gabe doesn't even get offended for it. He knows how guilty he is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put blame where shit on people. Holy mushrooms.
Holy
mushroom.
There's also a city on that one.
Mushroom!
Holy early internet, that man.
Okay, but like going to that, so Gabe, you know who Etika is, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
The Matt Polner affair.
Yeah, did you see, like, his, reaction to, the initial Smash Ultimate reveal?
Yeah.
Somebody made an edit of when Snake appeared, so that it showed the Badger song.
Snake.
Oh, Snake! Oh, Snake! Oh, it's a Snake!
Fucking Etika, what a guy.
And, you know, he's just screaming, Snake! You know, when it appears, so...
Yeah.
Shit posters are some of the most wonderful people out there.
They're getting like more and more creative with each like day. I
Like,
swear.
honestly, I feel like we're kind of hitting the second coming of the YouTube poop era.
Yeah. I feel like shit posters are
becomes an art form.
unintentionally revitalizing the YouTube poop genre.
Yeah, especially with Hotel Mario jokes becoming popular again.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I wonder why that happens. Why it swings back around like that.
You know, it's just how life is, honestly.
I've always like debated internally like why old things get popular again. It genuinely confuses me because what was an example? For a while last year, there were a bunch of like Star Wars Battlefront or PS2 memes.
I love Star Wars Battlefront.
Well, okay. If we wanna,
Now.
probably to make fun of how badly EA fucked it up.
No. But in the sense of like, it's like, oh.
It actually kind of reminds me. For Christmas, my brother asked for Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I knew what he meant, so I got him the PS2 game.
Good.
Of course. If anybody
Yeah.
asks for Battlefront, you give them the originals.
Like my brother actually like calls the EA Star Wars Battlefront 2. He calls it Star Wars Battlefront 4.
Yeah,
Oh.
I wouldn't doubt him.
Star Wars
It's like that picture of Mr. Krabs digging up the grave, and it's like EA. It's like, am I willing to dig up this grave for money? Of course I am.
I honestly oh, you know, I just
got money.
I just plugged in my iPod to my computer so it could charge, and yeah, now the plug-in sound's gonna pop up on this recording.
Yes.
Do 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 do.
Listen. You know what I realized about Knuckly Kong?
Knuckly Kong. What?
I kind of wish, like, or not wish. I kind of miss like the fact that he turned like purple underwater. Like he still kind of does, but like it's still a very defined red.
Well, okay, that in Sonic 3 was actually an oversight.
Yes.
Like,
So
he
did
wasn't
his-
supposed to be that way. So, like, in the Sonic 3 Complete hack that I did, which is what I used through the commentary, he also didn't turn purple in that either.
Yeah. Neither did his.
Actually, it was more of a blue, and that color palette in particular is, is what Knuckles looks like when you're playing as Sonic and the basic, and the actual Knuckles color palette appears. Something else the Sonic 3 Complete hack play. Because Sonic and Knuckles, like, actually share a color palette, so, whenever you're actually playing as Knuckles, everything that was Sonic's shade of blue would turn red.
Yes.
Alright, so the gimmick with Ray here is that, like a flying squirrel would, he can glide, but unlike Knuckles, it's more like actual gliding.
Yeah. And not a. Oh, Motorbug just ran the fuck
From,
out of me.
like, when you look at it, it looks like it would be a lot like the Cape Feather in Super Mario World. But as far as control is concerned, it's actually a lot more like, if the wing cap from Super Mario 64 was in 2D.
Yeah. Because the way, like, you know, flying squirrels or sugar gliders or that manner glide is that they just ride air currents and
Yeah.
adjust it, while Knuckles is
And I
kind
mean,
of like a
That's what
descend.
Knuckles is doing too with his dreadlocks, but...
Yeah, but his is more of like a descend, and he doesn't really use his dreadlocks to ascend. Just
Right.
That's a good
Right.
point.
Float up down.
He can't really catch the wind. He just falls.
Absorbs the wind.
He absorbs the wind.
It's kind of like a hang glider, honestly.
Yeah. Holy shit, they added. Whoa.
Boing, boing.
Yeah, they added bumpers to the list of. I think that's the only real addition to the special stage design.
I love the upside down pyramids.
Oh, carry the yawning girl.
Also, I would like to point out that when it comes to when I said that I'd be giving all the characters attention, I was very serious about that because I made sure everybody's 3D model in the special stage showed off in addition to everybody's signpost.
Oh, look at this guy.
Because, you know, whoever's the priority playable character will have the signpost appear when they beat the mini-boss, so, you know. I don't know, I just take shit like this very seriously, especially because it's a classic Sonic game, which is kind of my element, if I want to refer to something. By the way, Knuckles ain't winning this.
Oh, I was so hoped that, like, maybe you'd clutch it. Oh!
You were supposed to catch the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't completely gotten the hang of these special stages, these new ones, but I did much faster than I thought I would. Like, I had to record this twice, actually. And, the first time I attempted to record this was, my second playthrough of Encore mode. In which case, I had gotten all the emeralds by Mirage Saloon, when in my initial playthrough, like, my first playthrough of it ever, it took me until Metallic Madness, the second to last stage in the game. Although I guess I should be happy that I, managed to do it before beating the game to begin with, because, you know, I'm certain there are other people who were not that lucky.
Oh my gosh, look at that stompy boy.
Yeah, he's been hitting the chicken quesadillas again.
Honestly, if all I had to do to lose weight was have someone kill me, I'd fucking have been shot 30 times by now.
Right. But when I record this, when I recorded this, it only took me until Stardust Speedway to get all the emeralds. So
Oh my gosh, look at all these robots.
yeah.
Dang.
Inverse. Whoa.
And there's no point in making the JoJo reference because Gabe already did it in the last commentary. But hey, I mean, it's JoJo is in English now, so you can just say the world instead.
Big clap.